Good morning, gladiators. This is Miss Gutierrez. We'll be going over what we were doing for today, Monday, September 14th. I hope everyone had a wonderful weekend. So we're going to go over some capitalization rules. That'll be our grammar focus for the week. We're going to discuss text features and complete a quizzes for practice. We're going to read an article about grizzly bears. We're going to identify the text features in the article and then complete a text feature exit ticket. Don't forget to turn in your personal narrative final draft. It is due today, and it is a test grade. And then we'll be reading Freak the Mighty, Chapter 7 and 8. For your bell work, I'd like for you to write an email to any famous person living or past. If you click on this title here, or you can go to Schoology, it'll take you to the capitalization rule document. I'd like for you to write down the rules that you do not already know in your L&B in the grammar section. So here are 11 rules that you need to study and become familiar with. Number 1, capitalize the first word of a sentence or a line of poetry or the beginning of a quote. Capitalize all words in the salutation. A salutation is the opening of a letter or greeting of a letter, and just the first word in the closing. To whom it may concern, dear boys and girls, those need to be capitalized. Small, insignificant words like and it do not need to be capitalized. Always capitalize the pronoun I. Please capitalize the pronoun I. Many of you do not do that because you're used to it. Texting, you do not capitalize it because it's informal. But if you are writing anything for school, please capitalize the pronoun I. Capitalize nouns of historical importance, such as events, periods, and documents such as the Magna Carta, the Middle Ages, or World War I. Capitalize the names of groups, businesses, Dow Motor Company, government bodies like Congress, political parties like the Labor Party. But if it is not a proper noun, then you do not need to capitalize it, such as high school. We don't know which high school you are referring to or which hospital you are referring to, but if it is a proper noun, meaning we can specifically go to that hospital, such as Mercy General Hospital, then you would capitalize it because it is a proper noun versus a common noun when we don't know what specific hospital or high school you're talking about. Capitalize time periods, days, months, and holidays. Easter, Kwanzaa. The words Friday, Tuesday always have to be capitalized, such as month and the months, April, May. We do not capitalize seasons, fall, winter, spring. Capitalize names of nationalities, races, and languages. Capitalize religions, religious holidays, and religious references. Capitalize stars, planets, and constellations. Capitalize other proper nouns. So, for instance, a name of a course that has a number attached, like English 1, is capitalized. English is a language, so it should always be capitalized. Art 2 is a specific course that needs to be capitalized. But if you're just making reference to history class or math class, and it's not a specific class, then it does not need to be capitalized. Using this example, last year I studied history, art, and Japanese. Japanese is a language, so that needs to be capitalized. Finally, capitalize a family title or when used in place of a person's name. In direct address, if you are referring to your grandma or your grandpa and you say, I love grandma, it needs to be capitalized. But if you use a noun marker such as I love my grandma, now you are not using her name, you are just referring to her as a relative, you do not need to be capitalized. It's not a direct address if you were to say my grandpa. But if you say, will you come, Grandpa, to my game? Now you are using that term as his name. I told Mom that I would vacuum my room today. But if you said, I told my mom, now that is not her name. My mom is not her name, so that does not need to be capitalized. I hope you've learned something new. I would like you very much to learn these capitalization rules as you will be using them for the rest of your life. Tomorrow we are going to have a quizzes game, testing your capitalization rule knowledge. And so I'd like for you very much to study these rules. Now we're going to learn about nonfiction text features. And I'm sure you've seen this before. You can click on this video. It is also located in the link in Schoology. So please go over those slides. Take notes in your L&B on the next available page, and then play the quizzes game as a study tool. Read the nonfiction article. Judge puts Yellowstone grizzly bear back on the endangered list. Read that article and try to identify the text features. When you are done with that and you feel confident about text features, please complete the text feature exit ticket. You may use your notes and the article for reference if you need to. This is going to be for a grade. If you do not do well on the first attempt, you have a second chance of improving your grade. Please learn from your mistakes. When this is done, then we are going to be reading chapter 7 and 8 of Freak the Mighty. Just one more reminder that your personal narrative final draft is due today. Please submit it. Make sure you revise and edit before you turn it in, and take a look at that rubric just to make sure you have everything you need. Thanks for listening. I hope you have a great day, gladiators.